They won't say it, but their actions expose everything. You don't need words to know when someone doesn't respect you, all you have to do is watch how they treat you. Because disrespect isn't always loud. It's not always about shouting, insults, or obvious betrayal. Most of the time, it hides behind a smile. You see, people show you what they really think of you, not through what they say, but through what they do. And the scary part? If you don't recognize the signs early, you start believing their behavior is normal. You start making excuses. You start thinking, maybe it's me. Until one day, you realize, you were the only one respecting the relationship. So let's talk about the small actions that quietly expose disrespect, the ones they'll never admit, but their behavior will always reveal. They dismiss your feelings, even when you try to explain them. Have you ever opened up to someone about something that hurt you, and they said, "Wow, you're overreacting," or "It's not that deep"? That's not just their opinion. That's silent disrespect. When someone truly values you, they listen. They don't need to agree with everything you feel, but they'll still try to understand. When they don't? When they laugh it off or make you feel like you're too emotional? That's a red flag waving right in front of you. Because respect isn't about being right all the time. It's about making space for the other person's truth. And if they can't do that, they don't see you as an equal. They only show up when it benefits them. Pay attention to this one. They'll call when they need something, a favor, validation, a shoulder to cry on, but when you need help? Silence. They're there when it's convenient, not when it's mutual. That's not friendship, that's a transaction. And the more you give, the more they take, until you realize, the respect was never there. Only utility. Because people who truly respect you, they don't disappear when things get hard. They don't just show up in the sunshine, they stand next to you when the storm hits. If they only come around for comfort and vanish when you need support, that's not care. That's convenience. They subtly compete with you, instead of celebrating you. You tell them something you're proud of, a new job, a small win, a personal goal, and instead of cheering for you, they shift the spotlight. "Oh, that's cool. Actually, guess what happened to me?" Or worse, they minimize your success. It's not that big of a deal. This isn't always jealousy. It's about control, about hierarchy. Disrespectful people can't stand to see you shine, because your growth reminds them of their own stagnation. So instead of clapping for you, they'll quietly try to dim your light. And you'll feel it, that fake smile, that empty congratulations, that sudden distance. You expected celebration, but got competition instead. But here's the truth. People who truly respect you will never feel threatened by your success. They'll be proud, genuinely proud, because your win doesn't take away theirs. They stop putting effort in, but expect you to keep showing up. At first, they used to care. They'd text back, make plans, check in, remember the little things. Now, it's like the spark's gone, unless you keep it alive. They'll say, "I've just been busy," but somehow, they're never too busy for what matters to them. The truth? When someone respects you, they stay consistent. They don't give you effort only in the beginning, they keep showing up, because they value what they have. When effort fades, when excuses replace intention, that's not, "I've changed." That's disrespect in disguise. They cross your boundaries, and laugh it off. You've told them, "Hey, that joke makes me uncomfortable," or "Please don't talk to me like that." And yet, they do it again. Then laugh and say, "Relax, I'm just joking." That's not humor. That's manipulation. Because when someone treats your boundaries like a punchline, what they're really saying is, "My comfort matters more than your respect." Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors with handles. People who care about you will knock before entering. People who don't will kick them open, and blame you for caring. You deserve people who understand that respect isn't optional, it's the bare minimum. Here's the truth. Disrespect doesn't always look evil. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like indifference. And sometimes, it looks like a pattern you keep forgiving, because you hope they'll change. But if someone's actions keep making you feel small, unheard, or invisible, that's not love. That's not care. That's disrespect wearing a familiar face. You don't need closure from someone who never gave you respect in the first place. What you need is awareness. The strength to recognize it, and the courage to walk away from anything that doesn't honor your worth. Because how they treat you is a reflection of them. How long you allow it, that's a reflection of you. So here's your challenge. Stop defending people's poor behavior. Start observing patterns, not promises. And when someone shows you who they are through their actions, believe them the first time. If this message hit home, take a moment. Think about who truly respects you, and who only pretends to. Drop your thoughts in the comments, I want to hear your story. And if you're ready to raise your standards, hit that like button, subscribe, and remember, self-respect isn't pride. It's peace.